Well, some more movie news. We got a release date. Well, release date change / delay for the John Wick spinoff Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas.
Mm-hmm.
Got delayed by a whole year, which is very surprising.
It was going to come out this summer. It's coming out next July.
But it sounds like they're bringing on Chad Stahelski. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
To basically punch up the movie with some more action. And from what I heard, this exact same thing happened on the Birds of Prey movie, where like I think this guy might have directed it, and then Chad Stahelski came in and like punched it up with more action.
Okay.
Which, and I like Birds of Prey. I know some people don't.
I don't. I'm one of them.
Don't. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think they're like that last action scene I'm not a fan of, but I think the rest of the movie I think is a fun, exciting, action-filled time. I think Ballerina with the combination of those two could be. Although it is worrying to have to delay it a whole year because of reshoots. So yeah, I don't know. Will people still care in a year about a John Wick spinoff without John Wick? I don't know. If they don't make a John Wick 5, and I mean, I think they're going to make a John Wick 5, but
I mean, John Wick will cameo in this movie.
Oh, it's confirmed.
And so will Winston. Okay. So I mean, there will be those characters in it. I think that, after seeing Ana de Armas in No Time to Die, I'm like, yeah.
Sure, yeah, I want an action movie with her, for sure. Yeah.
She was so good.
Yeah, and there was talks about giving her a spinoff for James Bond, like that character.
I would love that.
But I don't think they're going to do that at this point.
I don't think they're ever going to do that now.
No.
But I mean, it's a bit worrying that, the same guy, because I think he did some stuff with the Underworld movies, and I haven't really watched those, but I don't necessarily see them as like stuff that I would want to watch necessarily. And I didn't like Birds of Prey, so this isn't like necessarily.
So it wasn't the same director.
Okay,
so at least there's that.
But like, look, if they need to punch up the action, it can either be one of two things, which is the movie was lacking in action, which is probably not a good thing, and maybe this is a good idea, or they're just trying to find something else to like do with this movie, because maybe it's not turning out, like, obviously it's not turning out the way that they want. And I mean, it's definitely concerning if you're like making a Ballerina John Wick action movie and like you need to punch up the action. Makes me a little concerned. Boy. But I still have hope. But
the last thing this guy directed is like last thing that movie wise this guy directed was the 2012 remake of Total Recall. So been quite a bit of time since he's directed anything serious, and I don't think that Total Recall remake was received well.
No.
So yeah, I'm very much worried now about this one. He's apparently also directing a Sin City TV show that's coming out at some point, which that sounds cool. But man, I don't understand why they wouldn't have just had or really push Chad Stahelski to like make this movie, since he's like the guy for John Wick. But yeah, I hope he's able to make it better if the studio doesn't have faith in it at the moment. I mean,
I haven't seen The Continental yet, but I've heard mixed things.
I haven't heard the greatest things about it.
But I'm excited. I've been excited to watch this movie, and I'm just gonna say, hopefully, this is all for the better. But
yeah.
It means more money being put into the budget, which is never a good thing. So
yeah, it's probably got a pretty high budget already. So
who knows? But
yeah,
we'll
like always, we'll see when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder when we'll get our first trailer for that. I hope it's at least by the end of the year.
Probably.
I think that's possible. Yeah.
Probably.
Um.
Probably next Super Bowl.
Oh, that'd be far away. That would be like, which isn't terrible. I like when movies like put out trailers close to a release date, but yeah, that would be a bummer to wait that long. But you're probably right. We'll see.